Hi, welcome back to Failure at Retirement. Today we're going to go over some of my Smith Miller trucks. I decided to leave the Macks out of this and just do a shorter video on just the cabovers. These are most of them. I have a few more beaters, incomplete or really hammered out, but I decided I didn't have room for them here on the counter, and they're just beaters anyway. So we'll start here. If you've watched my tractor video, you know that I kind of like my stuff sweaty. I like it to be original, played with. My trains are mostly that way. Trucks are almost all that way. So this little truck here is the oldest Smith Miller that I currently have. I believe it's a 1946. And to give you an example of what I do, this truck did not have the wood on it. It was so heavily oxidized. It was almost completely white when I got it. There was actually places on the chassis where I scraped the oxidation off with the screwdriver. It was that thick and heavy on there. Put new hubcaps on it. Just cleaned her up and brought some shine back to it a little bit. And the wood, I looked at original pictures and took measurements and did a bunch of reading and found out how many boards were on there. And I recreated the wood based on that information. Again, this is one of the things I do with my toys, try to kind of bring them back how they were originally with the play wear all still there. So over here we have another Smith Miller Chevy. This one I bought restored at an estate sale. I usually don't buy restored stuff, but Mrs. Failure absolutely fell in love with this, and it really is a beautiful truck. Pretty hard for me to say no when Mrs. Failure says, if you don't buy that truck, I'm going to. Okay, yes ma'am, let's get her done. And so for those of you who don't know, this cab right here is referred to as the Chevy cab, where the next one in the line here is referred to as a GMC cab. If you look, the grille is different. The top of the window on the side is flat on the Chevy and arched on the GMC. So this is a Bank of America truck right here. It has the newer wheels. I don't remember right now. They changed these wheels in 48 or 49. The early ones, the Fords, which I don't have one, and the very early Chevys have the small hubcaps. And then they moved in about 47 to the larger hubcaps. And then I don't remember, like I said, 48 or 49, they changed to these wheels. So anyway, this is the Bank of America. Bought this, actually I believe I bought both of these trucks at the same estate sale. Next to it here, we have a little GMC cabover. It's not an original bed. This was originally a tow truck. Somebody, I think, kind of maybe might have restored it. It might be original, I'm not sure, but the box on the back is not. I'll probably leave it because somebody went to a lot of work on that box. It's pretty nice. I kind of like the truck just how it is, so I'll probably leave that. In front, we just have another GMC tractor that I currently don't have a trailer for. Kind of on the hunt for a trailer. Not really sure. May build one from scratch, something custom. Not really sure yet. Next to that, we have another GMC wrecker. Again, late 40s, early 50s. These GMCs were made from like 47 to about 54, 55, not really for sure on that. I'm not an expert, guys. I just do a little reading. So the wrecker is hooked on to this Chevy cab picked up from a guy in a deal. He just threw this in the deal, kind of my lucky day. I didn't even realize at the time that this was a different cab. I thought all the cabovers were the same till I got it home and started looking. So it's still kind of a beater. I kind of like it that way. Kind of goes good with the wrecker, I think. So I just leave them hooked together. Next up here we have the lowboy. Pretty nice clean lowboy. I got in the same estate sale as I got the Borden's milk and some other stuff. Got into a serious honey hole that day. Here is the lumber truck. Pretty sure, I'm positive, actually not original lumber. Had this truck for a number of years. Was given to me for my birthday. Again, kind of a lucky day. Next to it here is a truck I got a few years ago. The cab was okay. Bumper's broken there on the end. The trailer needed kind of a lot of help. It had the original wood floor, but it was mostly gone. I think the corner was missing. Anyway, I was able to tell from it like what sideboards the truck should have. So I made all new floor, all new sideboards. Tried to keep it as original looking as I could based on pictures I found. This truck was missing the windscreen though. Didn't have the windscreen. Those are impossible to find. So one day I had a brainstorm and I cut apart a number 10 coffee can, made my own. That is so thin, it was super hard to work with. Didn't come out as straight as I would like it, but I spent enough hours on that when I was done, I was done. And overall, from a distance, I think it came out pretty good. The original windscreen is supposed to look like this trailer here, so except just shorter. So as you can see, I'm not too far off on that. Anyway, the next one here is a Silver Streak. Both of these two trucks here are the hubcap trucks, so roughly 47. But this is the Silver Streak with the full sides. Pretty nice truck. And then next to it is a PIE semi. PIE stickers were a little better, but when I cleaned her up, a lot of it come off. It was just kind of able to save a little bit of it. Might re-sticker it one day, not really for sure on that. Looks like I didn't quite get her dusted maybe. Anyway. So anyway, this is the Smith Miller cabovers. So like the cabovers quite a bit. I played with my dad's Chevy cabover as a kid. We had it pretty much all through childhood. My dad custom built a lowboy for it. He wouldn't tell me what trailer it originally had. I asked him repeatedly after I started getting my own Smith Millers. For whatever reason, it was just one of those things he was not going to share. And then I recently figured out it's a Chevy cab, but it has the 1948 or 49, whatever, has these wheels here. And so my dad evidently must have taken two trucks and pieced them together. And then, like I said, he built a custom lowboy for it, which we played all the way through. It was supposedly his as a kid, mine as a kid. And anyway, I always liked these trucks a lot because of that. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, drop a comment. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good day. See ya.